guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Fabio Carvalho, because according to Football Insider and also according to the Fulham chairman, which we will hear from later in this video, Liverpool are set to confirm and announce the Fabio Carvalho transfer in the next few days. Of course, Fabio Carvalho, we've tried to sign him in the January transfer window. We had a deal agreed, but the deadline has passed because Fulham wanted a loan back. But now that Fulham is they are promoted, and Fabio Carvalho won the championship, the second division of English football, so he comes to Liverpool as a title winner. And even though Fabio Carvalho was, joking around with Mitrovic after their last home game when they won the title, he didn't really confirm that he's going to Liverpool, because Liverpool didn't officially announce this transfer out of respect to Fulham, so they can fully concentrate on their championship season. But now that the championship season is over, the deal will be announced probably very soon. And the Fulham vice chairman Tony Khan has pretty much confirmed Fabio Carvalho's imminent exit, one that is set to be officially announced by Liverpool probably next week or over the weekend. Carvalho's move to Anfield is probably the worst kept secret in football by now, and also in this video you will hear from a chief scout on what Fabio Carvalho could bring to Liverpool and how he could be integrated into the Liverpool first team squad, because Fabrizio Romano pretty much confirmed that Fabio Carvalho will not be sent out on loan. He will be part of Liverpool's first team squad, so that is very exciting, because Liverpool really don't have an out-and-out attacking midfielder like Fabio Carvalho who can score a lot of goals for Liverpool. Naby Keita should have been that player, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain should have been player, but because of injuries and because of rotation, they haven't been able to score regularly at least 10 goals from Liverpool's midfield. I mean, Liverpool's top scoring midfielder is Fabinho, and he's a defensive midfielder. So Liverpool, boy do they need a goal scoring midfielder like Fabio Carvalho. Since Coutinho left Liverpool, Liverpool don't really have a regular goal scorer from midfield, so there is a void to be filled by Fabio Carvalho. And the guy who we are going to hear from is a scout who actually scouted Carvalho for Fulham themselves. His name is Humphrey Agogobia Jr. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce his name right, but it's really difficult. And this is what he said about Fabio Carvalho. Having spoken with Fabio when he was 18 years old, he expressed his desire to just play men's football and prove himself, which he has done so immaculately. And I believe Liverpool, a club right now that is really stacked with focused, high-achieving, elite players, and where complacency is an absolute no, is a fantastic move for Fabio Carvalho, and he can thrive at Liverpool. I believe Fabio will be a Champions League player and represent the Portugal national team in the near future. I wouldn't even rule out Fabio Carvalho making the World Cup squad for Portugal at Qatar 2022. You have to remember that the World Cup is not in the summer, it's in the winter. So if Fabio Carvalho has in half a season a brilliant first half of the season at Liverpool, if he starts regularly, if he starts scoring goals with Liverpool, then Portugal might take him to the World Cup, and how exciting will that be? And one of the main reasons why Liverpool agreed an early deal with Fabio Carvalho is, first of all, we didn't want other clubs to start sniffing around Carvalho, and if he becomes a free agent in the summer, imagine how many clubs would offer him a contract. So Liverpool, even when he was under contract at Fulham, we negotiated with Fulham. We gave them a 5 million compensation fee plus a 2.7 million bonuses, clauses, and also we have probably Fulham has a sell-on clause on Fabio Carvalho. So if Fabio Carvalho is ever being sold by Liverpool, Fulham get a percentage of that deal as well. Plus, we didn't really want Fabio Carvalho potentially going to another club in the summer or going to the World Cup and his price being more inflated, because there was an option of Fulham signing Fabio Carvalho on a permanent deal. And that way, if he stays at Fulham next season, plays in the Premier League, plays well, he might get selected for the Portugal national team for the World Cup, and then Fabio Carvalho's value would skyrocket if he represents Portugal Portugal at the World Cup as well. So let me know, what do you think about this Fabio Carvalho deal? I think that he's a fantastic transfer. I really rate him very highly. Having watched Fulham a few times this season, Fabio Carvalho always stood out, and he's still a teenager, which is quite amazing. In all competitions, Fabio Carvalho played 38 games, scoring 11 goals and getting 8 assists. So that is 19 goal contributions in 38 games. That's exactly 1 goal contribution every 2 games for a 19-year-old player. He was born in 2002, August the 30th. Wow, that is young, absolutely brilliant. And because he already represented the Portugal under-21 team, that's why I'm assuming that Carvalho will choose the Portugal national team when he is called upon. So I think, even though I know that Fulham played in the Championship last season, Carvalho really stood out as one of their best midfielders this season. So Carvalho will hit the ground running, I think, at Liverpool. Maybe in the first few months he won't be selected as much because he needs to learn how Liverpool play with the tactical intricacies and nuances that Jurgen Klopp implements. He needs to learn the system. Fulham play a completely different way to Liverpool. But even Andy Robertson and Fabinho had a few months of bedding in period, so that's nothing unusual. And he has loads of time on his hands. He's only 19 years old. And Tchouaméni at 22, if we sign him as well, our midfield could be sorted for the next 2 or 3 years at least. And even former Aston Villa manager Alex McLeish can see Liverpool moving for Tchouaméni. He said, I think they will already have identified Tchouaméni as a priority, Liverpool. Knowing Liverpool, knowing the way that Jurgen Klopp works, he's a consummate professional. They will have their little black book full of players from every position, from all over the world. We will see Liverpool making business when they want to make business. I won't be on the back pages, or it won't be on the back pages of the sports papers. But I argue with that, because Liverpool, some deals we do, there are not many rumors, like Diogo Jota, there weren't many rumors. Fabinho, there weren't many rumors about that. Other players like Fabio Carvalho or Tchouaméni, there were transfer news and rumors on the back pages of of the newspapers. It depends on what kind of player Liverpool are going to sign. I think a midfielder is priority after Carvalho. If we sign Tchouaméni, I think our midfield is sorted. Maybe we will sign a new right back. There is talk of the Aberdeen right back, who is very talented. Ramsey, I think that's his name. Not sure how to pronounce it. Maybe I will make a dedicated video just on that player, so you guys get to know him a little bit more. And Liverpool will also get some money from the sales of Ben Davies and also Nathaniel Phillips. Nat Phillips was on loan at Bournemouth, and Bournemouth want to sign him permanently after getting promoted to the Premier League. So Nat Phillips will probably fetch around £8 million. That's what I'm hearing Bournemouth will pay to Liverpool. The transfer is not confirmed yet, but the clubs are talking, and Liverpool are expected to sell Ben Davies this summer as well. The second half of the season he spent it on loan at Sheffield United. And what is brilliant is that Liverpool got a £500,000 loan fee from Ben Davies, and if Sheffield United get promoted, then Liverpool get a bonus of another 500,000 from the deal, and then we could even fetch another like 5-6 million for Ben Davies. And considering that we signed him for only 2 million, I think that's already a great business. And we also got 1.5 million for the loan spell of Nat Phillips to Bournemouth. So that was the loan fee, plus Liverpool get another £250,000 after Bournemouth got promoted as well, because there was a promotion clause in the deal as well. Nat Phillips made 17 appearances for the Championship outfit. And I think Nat Phillips helped Bournemouth get promoted, because they conceded very few goals with him in the team. And tomorrow I will have a big detailed preview video of the FA Cup final. I'm already really geared up and looking forward to it. For the first time in 10 years Liverpool will actually play an FA Cup final. I miss Liverpool winning the FA Cup trophy. I really remember the last one in 2006. It was a brilliant FA Cup final, the Gerrard final. But in 2012 we lost to Chelsea in a heartbreaking fashion, where Petr Cech saved an Andy Carroll header on the goal line, and that would have made it level. but in the end Liverpool lost. Let's hope this time Liverpool can win the FA Cup final. And also Permerson said that it's impossible ahead of the FA Cup final to not talk about Mo Salah, who recently proclaimed himself as the best player in the world in his position. I would have to agree with him, as he's a bit of a freak each time he plays and he turns up in all the big games. Salah is an absolutely unbelievable player. Every young kid who aspires to make it as a footballer should look at what he's prepared to keep himself at the very top. I don't think Salah has got a point to prove himself despite his barren run in the recent weeks, but everyone dreams of scoring at Wembley in a cup final, so it will be no different for him. And the reason for Salah's bad run of form is that basically he gets the same amount of chances, he creates the same amount of chances for his teammates, but his goal conversion rate went from 25% to just 4.5%. So he's basically missing a lot of chances, and missing a lot of big chances as well. But I think when Salah saw that Heung-min Son scored his 21st goal of the season yesterday against Arsenal, Salah will be so fired up to still finish as the top scorer in the Premier League. He really values individual awards. He already won the top scorer award, I think, twice in the Premier League, so he will want to have another top scorer award at the end of the season. So in the last two games I expect Salah to score 2 or 3 goals against Southampton and Wolves, and hopefully help Liverpool win the last 2 games in the Premier League season. That's all we can do, and what Man City do we can't really affect, so let's just concentrate on ourselves and let's try and win as many games as possible. And definitely Salah has the ability to win Liverpool the FA Cup final. What is encouraging after this bad run of form from Salah is that, of course, this variance happens to players. Mane had a very cold spell in 2021, but now look at Mane. He has the hottest spell of his career, scoring 12 goals since he came back from the Africa Cup of Nations in February. Salah could hit a hot spell as well, as easily as Mane, and Salah, you could argue, he's an even better player than Mane. Strikers or attackers have these hot and cold spells during their careers. I mean, for Bobby Firmino's cold spell lasted for almost 2 years, and now this season he's scoring the amount of goals that you would expect from the amount of chances that Bobby Firmino got this season. He's on a hot spell now. So Salah had this cold spell in the second half of the season, but this will turn sooner or later. Let's hope it's sooner. Let's hope it turns in the FA Cup final. Let's hope Salah takes his chances, because he's the player who can win Liverpool the FA Cup final, so I'm really looking forward to it. And Thiago said he's very excited to play the FA Cup final. He said not just the competition itself, but a final. We are ready for it. It doesn't matter if we win it before or for a long time. It's just about the trophy that we can win, and we had in our backpack new challenge. And Thiago is right. It doesn't really matter how long ago Liverpool won the FA Cup. We are in the final. Let's win it. Let's make the most of it. We are in better form than Chelsea. We are a better team than Chelsea, but we have to show it on the pitch. We have to earn it on the pitch. We have the better players. Fabinho is a big miss, of course. I'm still not sure whether Naby Keita will be fit for the final or not, but I haven't heard anything else from Jurgen Klopp, so that means hopefully Naby Keita will be fit for the final. My midfield will be Henderson, Thiago and Naby Keita for the FA Cup final, but Henderson has to be very disciplined to sit in front of the back four to stop Chelsea's midfield, to stop Chelsea's attack. Chelsea have Kovacic, and apparently N'Golo Kante is also a doubt for this game. Kovacic is injured, so those are potentially big players missing for Chelsea as well, so I think it balances itself out. What Liverpool have, which is better than Chelsea, is we have the better firepower, the bigger firepower up front. I think we have better strikers, better finishers, but we still need to finish our chances, we still need to take our chances. Thiago said that Liverpool are really looking forward to it. Wembley is an amazing stadium, it's special itself, that you know that Wembley is used for special moments. And there's different context, and we are ready to go to London. It's a new game and we will prepare it as much as it must be prepared. We understand that we are playing against one of the best teams in the world, and we know it will be tight, We know it's going to be difficult. They want to take something that we want to take as well. It's a continuous fight with this kind of team, and the best team will win. I'm just happy that Thiago is fit and he will be able to play the FA Cup final, because he is such a bowler. His passes could be the key to unlock Chelsea's very tough, very resolute defense, Chelsea have conceded a lot of goals lately, so that gives me hope that Liverpool can score goals against this very inconsistent of late Chelsea defense. So come on Liverpool, let's win the FA Cup final. The full preview, of course, will come tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.